Hey there, I'm your host, Tisha Michelle, and welcome to #Certified, where you will leave enlightened, empowered, and inspired to live a life of authenticity. Let's go. Welcome back to #Certified. I'm your host, Tisha Michelle. Well, I missed you guys, so I had to take a week off. Your girl is on a journey over here. So I sold all of my stuff, got in the car, and drove from Virginia to Arizona. Yep, you heard that right. I picked up and moved to Arizona. I'm straight following the calling. I've always been a jumper. One of those people who just jump and grow your wings on the way down. However, I'm not even going to lie. This one right here is for the books. It still is scary as shit and exciting all at the same time. So since that calling, a lot of things have dropped in so much, so many things like transpired, so many aha moments, just little gems, just alignment. There's so many things that's just happened in so many like stories, and I can't wait to share this story with you all. But in due time, in due time, I will share it. But in the meantime, I will say, when you just know something, like you just know it. And if you don't have it all figured out, jump, leap, just go for it, and trust that the universe has your back. Like straight up, just go, just do it. I don't care what it is. It's one of those things that is kind of hard to explain. It's like when you know, you just know. It has been for me. It's like it's a calling. I know that it's not my ego, because my ego would still have me sitting in Virginia right now, not in Arizona. So I definitely know that it's a calling, and there's a bigger picture, and it's still all unfolding right now. And like I said, I'm definitely going to share the story with you guys. But for any of you who are on the fence or something and you're scared and you have no idea how you're going to do this or what's going to happen, it's basically that fear of the unknown. Trust me, I understand. I feel you. I know exactly where you are. And the best piece of advice that I can give you is just go for it. I promise you, it's all going to work out. Things are going to start to align, and you're just going to be like, dang. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's just enough about that. But definitely stay tuned, as I will be sharing more of this, and especially as it's all starting to unfold. So, all right, let's get into today's episode. So I'm always talking about authenticity and getting to the core of who we really are. And I would get so many people that would ask, like, whether I was doing hypnosis with them or doing like energy reading, and being authentic would come up. They would just say, I don't know. I don't know who I am. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to connect to myself. I don't even know where to start. But it seemed to be like a reoccurring theme with people. So a couple of months back, I created an ebook, and that ebook is called 9 Ways to Connect to Your Authentic Self. So while there are plenty of ways that you can connect to who you are, starting by taking these different layers and these masks off, this is the list that I put together, and I wanted to share a few with you. So these are really not in any like particular order or anything. So for me, authenticity is the ability to show your uniqueness to the world, like being true to your personality, like your character. It means that you're willing to show the world who you truly are by living the life that you were designed to live, not who everybody else expects you to be or tells you to be, but just really just being like who you are. But I believe first it starts by asking yourself questions like, what does authentic mean to me? Am I authentic? Who am I really? Are my fears really mine? Where do these limiting beliefs come from? And what do they actually mean to me? Personally, I feel like there's not too many authentic people in the world. It's because the world got their hands on us. And when I say that, it's with me too. I'm not always authentic. Sometimes I catch myself. I say, wait a minute, who am I? Wait a minute, why am I afraid to say this or do that? Because I'm worried about like how other people will take it or what other people will think about me. That's not me being authentic. That's me trying to conform to society's norm, and that's not okay. And I say that's not okay because it's tiring, it's exhausting, and it's just not cool. It's just not cool. Yeah, but when you do meet like these, or your path will cross with these authentic people, you know exactly like who they are. Today we went to a I'm about to start doing tarot in the park and journaling in the park, where I'm going to post and advertise about doing tarot cards and us meeting in this park here in Arizona. There's so many beautiful parks here, but I wanted to go check out one of them. And me and the kids went to Tempe Beach, and it was really nice. And it was this guy who was jogging in there, and he was listening to music, and he was singing. And he was loud. I mean, it was like he was screaming and screeching. And me and the kids were laughing. And we just kept laughing and was like, we love it, we love it, we love it. And my daughter, my 14-year-old, she was like, man, I wish I had that much confidence. And I was like, oh, dude over there is being, one, his authentic self, because he could care less what people, and there was a lot of people around, what they said, what they thought. And he was living his best life just by running through, just singing. And, to him, he probably felt like he sounded one way, and to us, we was just like, dang, and we were laughing, but we weren't laughing like at him. We were laughing like, wow, like that takes a lot of courage to not care what people around you think about what it is that you're doing. And I thought that was so amazing. And even with my daughter, like I said, she's 14, and she said, wow, I wish I had that much confidence. But those are the authentic people. Like, you'll feel their energy, and you'll just be like, dang, okay, that's cool. And that was a person that we met today was like, oh, he was his authentic self right there. He could care less. And when you're around people who are themselves and who are so authentic, you just would be naturally drawn to them, because it's like there's a level of comfort felt with those that are willing to be themselves. It's like, okay. And then you start to really realize how hard it is to pronounce authenticity, right? To say like that word, like, oh man, that person is so authentic, or oh wow, this authenticity. And then you start to say authenticity, like, dang, it's hard to say it, but yet if you say the word fake, it just rolls right on off. And I like to look at that like authenticity. It is hard, but to be someone else, oh yeah, that's easy breezy, because the world is telling you who to be, so you're just following suit with what it is that they're saying. So anyway, I was really ranting about that whole thing, but let's get into some of the ways that you can connect to your authentic self. And like, these strategies were meant for you to dig deep, connect, and live a life of authenticity. These are in no order, right? So the first one I will say is to embrace solitude. Pause, still, silence your mind, meditate, do some self-reflection, reevaluate, and discover the wisdom that all of us has this wisdom inside of us. You can schedule some alone time. I like to say schedule some soul time. Like, you just rocking with your soul. Like, what's up? What's going on? How are you? Really get quiet and ask those questions. Ask whatever questions. How are you? How are you feeling? What's going on? What do I need to know? But then really truly notice the thoughts that come to you. Or maybe you really got that third eye open. Like the visions. What visions do you get? Or the feelings that come over you. Or maybe while you're taking this time to yourself, a song pops in your head. You start to hear like a song. And when you start to hear a song or these lyrics, like when you come out your meditation, write them down. There's a message that lies in there. Or maybe after you're done meditating and reflecting and stuff, and you go to the store and you're in line, and then the stranger just starts a conversation with you, or you overhear a conversation. Just know, like, that's your connection. Like, what is it they said? How did that make you feel? What did it spark something, into you? Like, you're really just embracing like that solitude, because when you embrace that solitude, you get all these answers that's already within you. And then because you stilled the mind, and now you go out into this chaotic world, you're able to still be able to pick up messages for yourself from people. So definitely embrace like the solitude. Number 2, know and stick to your values. Values are principles or standards in your life, like your deal breakers, the non-negotiable, like what's important to you. And then ask yourself, do you even know? What are your values? Honestly, I've talked to quite a few people that were just like, I don't even know what my values are. And I was like, So then you have to ask these certain questions to them. Like, okay, if you were in this scenario, like, what's your absolute deal breaker? And then people be like, oh yeah, absolutely, I wouldn't do this. Like, okay. So then I would say something like, okay, so what I'm hearing is that you really value friendships. You really value family. So, ask yourself, do you even know what your values are? Make a list of every quality that you believe to be important to you. Just write a whole bunch of them. Just everything that comes to you that you feel is important. And then I want you to get connected to your list, right? Really feel it. Really vibe with that list. And then put that list in order. And then when you step back, look at it, like, what are your top 5 values? You'll be so shocked, right? And then when you know and truly believe in what it is that you stand for, the authentic choice in any situation becomes obvious. So a lot of times people will be like, man, yeah, I really want to work with this company, but I don't know. I'm really not sure if I should. Are they the right company for me to partner with? Then you say, what are your values? Does that company share the same values? Is this a company that says family comes last and they make it very known? Then why would you partner with a company that family is at the bottom of the list, if it's even on the list, but your number one and your top 5 is family? If family is in your top 5 of values, why would you partner yourself with a company that doesn't value that? So once we start to learn what's important to us, what are our values, our deal breakers, our non-negotiable, like, you're then able to really truly see like who it is that who you are and what you stand for. Because if this is your value, if you value relationships and you value family and you value, I don't know, I can't even think, but if you value those 2 things right there, and then you start partnering with companies or work for a company or donating money to an organization that completely goes against what it is that you stand for, but everybody else is doing it. Like, are you being authentic? No, you're conforming to everyone else by going against what you feel, how it is that you feel, what it is that you value. And that's not being authentic, like, at all. And then what it makes you do is you start to feel miserable and you feel weird and you feel uncomfortable, all because you wanted to go along with what everyone else was saying or everyone else was doing, right? So really get clear. Figure out which values. What do you value? Number 3, increase your self-awareness. So notice what you think and feel. Ask yourself, what do I need at this moment? What do I need at this moment? How can I meet that need? Take inventory of your body. Like, learn to listen to the signs that it sends you. It's always going to let you know. And always allow yourself to feel every emotion without judging and analyzing. So when I say increase your self-awareness, a lot of times you'll hear people will say stuff like, my body is really working against me. My body is like broken. My body's just not doing the job anymore. But no, your body is doing exactly what your body was meant to do, to let you know when something's not right, something is off, right? But this is where you get to hone into your self-awareness and being able to understand, like, yourself. So, example, if you get a headache, a lot of people will get a headache and then they're just like, oh man, I need a Tylenol or I need an Advil. I need to take something for this headache. But when you start to really be self-aware, when you get that headache, before you reach for like the medicine, you'll say, what's going on? What were you thinking about at the time when you noticed that your head was hurting? Pay attention to that. Or what's going on in your life right now. Because all it is that when we start to feel that disconnect, is there something internally going on and then it manifests onto the outside. So like for me, if I start to get a headache before I reach for some Tylenol or something, I say, what's going on? Am I stressed? Am I worried about something? Am I anxious about like something? What's going on in my life? And when you start to realize what it is that you're internally battling with and you start to work on that, this is when you'll see the headache will start to go away. Because when you take the medicine, what you're doing is you're just masking it, right? So I say increase your self-awareness so you can trust your body by listening to it. Listen to your body. You start to have a stomach, so your stomach area can represent like you're having a hard time digesting something. Well, what is it that you're having a hard time? Maybe there's change that's going on. Maybe you're getting ready to start a new job and you really didn't want to start a new job, but you just got laid off of that one. So there's that change and you're having a hard time digesting the idea that your plans didn't completely work. So this is what's causing your tummy to hurt. So instead of taking like a Pepto or something, you're now just bringing this awareness to your body and listening to it. What is my body telling me? So your feet. You know, when your feet start to hurt, right? And you know that you wasn't running, you didn't fall, you didn't twist your ankle, you didn't do anything. You just like woke up or just all of a sudden your feet are just hurting. Well, our feet represents our foundation. What's going on with your foundation? Has it crumbled? Has it been shaken? Has it been turned upside down? What is it? Or your legs. Do you automatically have pains like in your leg? Like, I don't know what happened. My legs is just hurting and I didn't do anything. Okay, well, our legs is what moves us forward. So where in your life, where are you struggling? What's going on in your life where you're having a hard time moving forward? What are you afraid of? So this is where, I said getting to who you really are is just by connecting to yourself and understanding and learning yourself, by increasing that self-awareness there. So it's like self-awareness is the key to emotional intelligence, by understanding your body and listening to it, because our body will never, I promise you, our body will never lie to us. Our body will tell us when someone's not right for us. Whether it's a romantic person that we're with, our body will react a certain way. Our body will absolutely react a certain way, and you'll know something's not right. Or maybe it's a friend or a group of people, or you're walking into like maybe a store or area. Listen to your body. How does your body feel? Or your body will tell you when somebody's lying. Your body, if you really start to get in tune and be self-aware, your body will tell you when something's just not right. Like straight up. Okay, so number 4, open your mind. So rigid thinking will limit you and prevent you from your authentic self shining through. And ultimately, it could just block opportunities. It's like when we have these preconceived notions, are basically prisons that block you from being authentic. So it's best to be open-minded, learn how to experience the world from a variety of perspectives, and not only are you experiencing it, but also enjoy the journey. So I would say, always be open to the gifts of the universe and all the possibilities. Open your mind, your heart, your soul, and just be like, I'm open to receive. But when we have these preconceived notions, or we make up these stories in our head, because we're storytellers, we're dope authors, we're always making up a story, it blocks anything else from happening. Anything else? Well, what if this? Well, what if that? Well, no, we can't do this and we can't do that. That's just a straight ego. And then we're not open. So then we're only stuck on one way of doing something. But that moment when we're so stuck and have that rigid thinking, the universe or God is sending you other opportunities. You don't see them because you're like, nope. I'm only doing it this way, and that's it. But you're missing all the opportunities, and it's just having that understanding of keeping yourself open, because the universe always has our back, and it always has what's for our highest good. But when we start to keep that rigid thinking and just close our mind, man, we missing out on some things. Even going back to when I had the home care agency, and I talked a little bit about that before on the other podcast. Yeah, that ego in me where it was like, this is how I make a living. This is how I take care of my kid. But how am I going to make money after I sell it? Like, what am I going to do? So there's that thing, and it just will keep you locked. But if I wouldn't have been open-minded to saying, you know what? I want to feel different. I want to be at peace. And if I didn't allow that to overcome the ego, I would have just been stuck. I would have been bringing in money, and very good money. But what about all the other opportunities? Like this opportunity right now, sitting here talking to you guys. It wouldn't have happened if I would have just stayed stuck in just the home care industry. I wouldn't be on the path starting a podcast to have this outlet to connect with you all. And that's just one of the many opportunities that's happened since I sold that home care. And I'm always open. And that's one thing I'll say. I'll just be like, I'm open. People are like, what are you doing? I'm open. Just saying yeah, I know I have a vision, but I'm also open if that vision expands into something else. And, one thing that I'm doing, matter of fact, I'm not even going to put that out there right now. I'm going to hold that for another episode. But there's something that I plan to do out here in Arizona, and I'm all for it, and I'm ready. But I communicate, and I talk to God, and I talk to my spirit guides, and I say, this is my vision, but I'm also open. I'm open because I know that you know better, and you can see how this vision is bigger than what it is that I'm even thinking, because I keep myself open. So I definitely say getting to who it is that you really are, that's another way. Just keep yourself open. Don't let anybody put you inside a box. Don't let anybody limit you, because we are all limitless beings, all right? There's no limits. And just be open to all the possibilities, and you'll just be amazed at how much wisdom and creativity is inside you, as long as you just keep yourself open. So the last one that I want to share with you is live your boldness. A big reason for a lack of authenticity is just being just timid. We want to say and do certain things, but we're uncomfortable with standing out. We might feel vulnerable and feel like, man, we being exposed. But I say embrace the vulnerability, because that vulnerability gives you credibility. Dare to be different. Dare to ride your own wave. Dare to be you. Who are you? Just step out there. If you want to have some pink hair, wear pink hair. If you want to show up in an event with your jeans and your t-shirt because that's what makes you feel good, do it. If you curse a lot and you want to go into this meeting, your coaching session, and you curse, do it. If that person doesn't like it, that's okay. You will attract your tribe. You want to be that. I was speaking with a girl that I'm actually going to have on one of the episodes, and she said in high school she always felt like she was a misfit. And I was like, nah, girl, you were just being you, which is dope, which is cool. Be who it is that you are. Be bold, be brave. Don't worry about what other people think or how it's going to make them feel. And I'm always going to talk about the home care, because that's my most recent. That was my baby, you know what I'm saying? That was 4 years. And I would go to the house, and I used to go to the houses to meet the clients, and I would cover up my tattoos. Mind you, I'm all tatted up. And I would cover up my tattoos. And then it would be summertime and it was hot. How am I covering up? This is ridiculous. Now I'm looking freaking crazy, all covered up because it's hot. And then I had to really stop and have a conversation with myself. And I said, wait a minute, whether your tattoos are showing or not, you still the same person. You're still the same person that they're like, can you be the one to come and take care of mom? I know you're the owner, but can you, oh, I love you so much, or I'm connecting, or whatever the case. I'm still the same person, whether you see my tattoos or not, because my tattoos don't define me. So at that, though, for a long time, for a while in the beginning, I wasn't my authentic self. I was hiding my tattoos. The tattoos that I took the pain and the time and the money for, I was hiding them because I felt like, oh man, if they see these tattoos on me, they're going to think that I'm not professional, or this is not a good agency, or we're not going to provide really great care for mom or dad or whoever the person was. Then I'm like, dang, first of all, I made that story up. That's crazy. And if they did want to judge me for my tattoos, then that wasn't the family for me. So this is what I'm saying, whereas be you, be your authentic self. Who cares what other people think or say or feel, as long as your intentions are pure? Just be you. Absolutely just be you. So that is 5 ways to connect to your authentic self. My ebook gives you 9 ways to connect to your authentic self. If you want to get these in writing, as well as see what my other 4 ways to connect to your authentic self are, you can get a copy of my ebook. And guess what, guys? It's free. It's always been free. So if you want to receive it, just go ahead and send an email to TishaMichelle7@gmail. So it's TishaMichelle, 7@gmail.com, and just send an email and just say, I would like to receive the ebook 9 Ways to Connect to Your Authentic Self, and it will get sent to you. So thank you so much, guys, once again, for taking your precious time to listen to me. Again, I missed you guys. I can't wait for this story to continue to unfold, and I share that with you, as well as I have some lineup, some really dope guests that's going to be sharing their story with you, and I know you guys are going to appreciate it so much. If you want to continue the conversation with me, you guys can hop on over to #certified.com. Look around on there. If you want to book a reading with me, you can schedule that there. If you want to do a tarot card, or maybe some hypnosis, or you just want to see what's going on with me and maybe some of my posts or something, you can follow me on Instagram. You can get into my Facebook group. All that good stuff to say is over on my website, as well as you can also get a free copy, a PDF of my gratitude journal that I created over there. So love you guys, and once again, make sure that you continue to have a great day on purpose. Until next time, bye. Thanks for tuning in to #certified. If anything resonated with you, I would love to continue the conversation. You can follow me on Instagram @itistisha. And if you want to be a part of the #certified tribe, you can join my Facebook group by going to the search tab and putting in #certified. My website is conversationswithtisha.com. As always, have a great one on purpose. Love you.